A Return to the Water, a presentation by Rikki Paraha for Queensland University of Technology. This presentation will be a brief analysis of an anonymous client wanting to improve in a specific area of a chosen sport. For this presentation, we will be focusing on swimming. Firstly, we will look at the client's medical history, her current physical activity levels, and determine whether she is ready to participate in physical activities. After this initial consultation, goals and a needs analysis for the client will be thoroughly discussed and will then dictate the further plans for action used within this individual client. So, the client is a 26-year-old female who already participates in 5 30 to 40 minute moderate workouts a week to maintain her current physical health and appearance. The client has recently started thinking that she would like to return to competitive swimming and has consequently quit smoking successfully for the last 6 months. She has come to a professional because she feels like she's being overwhelmed by the increased time and effort needed to get back to her former state in swimming while still achieving her best in her uni degree and keeping up an active social life. The client shows very little risk factors when it comes to engaging in physical activities. Through the use of 3 main pre-screening tools that include the ESSA pre-exercise screening tool, the ACSM and PARQ questionnaires, this very low risk was evident as she had no recent surgeries, has no history of heart or respiratory conditions, no history of high blood pressure, cholesterol or blood sugar levels, and is currently in the healthy range for her body mass index and her resting blood pressure. Considering the client is at a very low risk of injury when being physically active, various goals were discussed during the initial consultation. 3 goals that were set included a health-related goal, a behavior-related goal, and an exercise-related goal. As the client wanted to get back into competitive swimming, it was crucial to look at increasing her upper body strength and endurance to achieve her exercise goal of swimming 500 meters in 7 minutes within 4 months. The client also wanted to maintain her weight, so it was set that the client eat a balanced diet and keep physically active according to the Australian Physical Activity Guidelines to reach this health goal. This ties in with attending the local pool regularly to increase physical fitness and swimming technique. Swimming is a very demanding sport. With 4 main strokes, races can be anywhere from 50 meters to 1.5 kilometers long, making it a diverse and highly beneficial sport to participate in. This presentation, however, will focus on the mid-range events, as one of the client's specific goals is to complete 500 meters of freestyle swimming in 7 minutes within 4 months. From an exercise prescription review, there are various factors to be considered when prescribing to this client. As she has already done the sport competitively in her past, the movement patterns and general technique of freestyle can be assumed as quite sound. This is important as correct technique reduces drag and increases propulsion power in the water, which is needed to improve performance as shown by Pine and Sharp in 2014. The energy systems that will be used most during a 500 meter swim would be the aerobic system, as the race still takes around 5 minutes to complete for elite athletes, meaning that the client would have to improve her aerobic capacity in order to improve her performance. Swimming also predominantly uses the upper body to propel through the water, increasing the need to improve upper body strength and endurance. In order to determine a baseline for the client's goals, various tests must be done. As swimming is a very demanding sport, it is important to clarify the subject's abilities first in order to be able to accurately prescribe suitable exercises. So, as the main goal is to swim 500 meters in 7 minutes, aerobic capacity and upper body strength and endurance would be the main exercise-related factors to focus on. In order to determine these, 3 tests in particular can be of great assistance in determining the baseline fitness level. Upper body strength and endurance can be determined using a 1 RM bench press and a max push-up test, while aerobic capacity can be found using the VO2 max test. These tests will then dictate the exercises prescribed and their intensities. As for determining the client's current lifestyle habits in relation to the client's attendance at the pool, a modified Boucard diary will be completed for the 3 days prior to consultation. The client's diet can simply be prescribed during the consultation as the guidelines dictate this. So, in conclusion, this presentation provided a thorough background and medical history for a new client, as well as the importance of 3 pre-screening tools during an initial consultation. The results of this information then dictated the goals and consequently the physiological and technical aspects needed to improve with the client. Some recommendations for further action were then offered for the client to undertake to give the professional more of an idea as to where the client is at physically and nutritionally. Thank you for listening.